December 5th, 2021. Halfcast 200, episode 200. Let's go. Yeah. Happy Sunday, you guys. Hope everyone's weekend went well. Of course, I have a few things to share with you. An evening of reflection. Shall we? CNN fires Chris Cuomo over role in Andrew Cuomo's scandal. He was the wingman. Of course, the wingman is going down with the whole plane. Like they were running pick and rolls. That's just my brother. He's an asshole, sweetheart. Let me buy you a couple drinks. The star anchor, Chris Cuomo, was fired by CNN on Saturday amid a network inquiry into his efforts to help his brother, Andrew M. Cuomo, the then governor of New York, fight off a sexual harassment scandal. Yeah, they're at these soirees playing good cop, bad cop with these girls. Chris Cuomo was suspended earlier this week pending further evaluation of new information that came to light about his involvement with his brother's defense. CNN said in a statement on Saturday, "We retained a respected law firm to conduct the reviews and have terminated him effective immediately. While in the process of that review, additional information has come to light. Despite the termination, we will investigate as appropriate." The announcement completed a stunning downfall for Chris Cuomo, the top-rated anchor at CNN and the veteran television journalist who had built a successful broadcast career outside of his famed political family. Until last month, Mr. Cuomo, the host of the 9 p.m. program Cuomo Prime Time, had enjoyed the support of CNN's president, Jeff Zucker, and he faced no discipline for his behind the scenes strategizing with Andrew Cuomo's political aides, a breach of journalistic norms. Maybe it would have been in his best interest to not be so publicly supportive of him, but that's your brother at the end of the day. Like, yeah, but a new batch of testimony and text messages released by the New York Attorney General on November 29th revealed that the CNN anchor had played a more intimate and engaged. Do shy brother JT. His doing shy brother and his brother's a five heartbeats reference for those of you who are new to the show. In his political affairs that the network and it had previously known, CNN executives who had been steadfast in backing Mr. Cuomo placed him on indefinite suspension on Tuesday, a sign of deep unease among the network's management. This is not how I want my time at CNN to end, but I have already told you why and how I'm helping my brother, Mr. Cuomo said in a statement on Saturday. What are you going to do? You were joined at the hip with this guy. Like you knew it was coming down. They were just patient enough to not let you go until it was official. Let me now say, as disappointing as this is, I could not be more proud of the team at Cuomo Prime Time and the work we did at CNN's number one show and the most he's shopping his resume around already. The ink on the pink slip isn't even dry yet, and he's already shopping his resume. CNN's number one show in the most competitive time slot. I owe them all and will miss that group of special people who did really important work. Even with the heads up from both offices, from your brother's office and from your own people that you have working on this. You've seen it coming a mile away, but it was just too huge to get in front of that snowball. There was going to be some type of blowback, regardless of how honest you were, of how supportive or unsupportive. There was just no dodging this. There was just going to be some type of fallout. There was no way for you to get away from this. If you like the show, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know you're rocking with your boy. Gangsters used a truck fitted with a homemade ram to burst into a prison and break out a Mexican crime boss. Report says, yeah, who needs accidents happening on the scene of a film when you got this happening in real life? Gangsters used a convoy of vehicles to ram into a prison in Tula, Mexico. Reports say two cars were set on fire, and authorities are investigating whether car bombs were used. The dramatic prison break resulted in 9 people being freed. Wow, you do not need. Where's Steven Spielberg when you need him? Mexican gangsters used the convoy vehicles to ram into a prison in Tula, north of Mexico City, and managed to set free 9 people on Wednesday morning, according to The Guardian. Several vehicles, including a truck made with homemade armor plating, were used as part of the dramatic breakout, the media outlet reported. And if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A team. 2 cars were set alight. Authorities in Hidalgo State are now investigating whether the fires were caused by car bombs. The media outlet said gunfire lasted for almost an hour. It's heat. The shootout from heat after the vehicles rammed into the prison, said an eyewitness, Sergio Mesa, to the Press Association. Who wants to be an eyewitness? You're really going to go on TV and be an eyewitness to a cartel prison break? What the fuck is wrong with you people, man? 2 police officers were shot and had non-life threatening injuries, according to the news agency. An armed group burst into the prison aboard several vehicles, and it is worth noting that near the prison, 2 vehicles were burned as part of the criminal group's operation as a distraction. Said, yeah, this is straight out of a movie, a good movie. Soldiers, police, and a National Guard launched a manhunt to find the 9 people who escaped from the prison. A media outlet reported that escapees include Jose Artemio Maldonado Mejia, also known as El Michoacano, who is the leader of a local crime organization known as Pueblos Unidos. Mejia had been in custody for only a week before the breakout was launched. Not even a whole week, and he's out of there. They don't play over there. And I would not be a eyewitness giving any testimony of what I seen or what I didn't see if I was that guy. I don't want to be nowhere near that. Next up, Florida man tased, arrested for jumping court railing during wife sentencing for child abuse. Where was this energy when she was beating on the children, sir? A court hearing in Florida turned chaotic on Friday when a man attempted to intervene in his wife's sentencing. Gregory Carrasquillo was among the friends and family members present for the sentencing hearing of his wife, Crystal Carrasquillo, 24, for child abuse at the Charlotte County Justice Center in Punta Gorda, Florida. She was ultimately sentenced to 10 years in prison, having previously opted out of a trial by jury in August and pleading guilty to 1 count of aggravated child abuse. During the hearing, Carrasquillo first interrupted the proceedings when he allegedly stood up in the gallery and asked to speak with the judge. You don't understand how this works, does you, sir? And it doesn't look good for your wife when you keep when you were doing contempt of court like this. He was promptly told to sit back down by the court bailiffs, and did so. During the final moments of the hearing, while the judge was reading out the formal punishment for his wife, it's not like he gave her a fucking life sentence. Yeah, once again, where was this energy that would have kept her out of jail if you just would have told her to sit down in the first place? Carcio allegedly made a ruckus once again. This time, the sheriff's office said he scaled the court railing and attempted to approach his wife. Bailiffs tried to restrain him, but he resisted. At that time, one of the deputies deployed their taser, successfully contacting Gregory on his lower body. The Charlotte County Sheriff's Office said about the incident. Gregory then complied. Oh, of course, I bet he did. You don't understand until they hit you with that. Carasio is now charged with 1 count of resisting without violence, and definitely without violence. After that taser hit him, he wasn't a fight anymore. In the wake of the incident, Sheriff Bill Prummel praised the court bailiffs for their handling of it. Bailiffs play an important role in the courtroom throughout the administration of justice. The sheriff said they provide security not only to the judge but to all parties in the room at all times. While I understand these proceedings can elicit an emotional response from loved ones, My bailiff simply cannot allow an outburst of this kind. Their actions were swift, appropriate, and fucking hilarious and necessary to ensure the safety of everyone. Crystal Caraccio was first arrested in 2018 after her then 4-month infant was taken to a hospital in Port Charlotte, Florida, by a family member due to trouble breathing. Officials at the Fawcett Memorial Hospital eventually found that the infant had suffered numerous broken bones in various stages of healing, including injuries to its ribcage, skull, and shoulder blade. Why aren't both of you? Why isn't he on the same side of the bench as his wife for letting this go down like this? Mother later told investigators handling her case that she would sometimes black out from stress while abusing her child. Where was this guy? Where was he when this woman was doing all this to this little child? Yeah, you deserve to be tased and you really deserve to be arrested because where was this energy when she was doing this to this child? You're lucky you're not on trial with that lady. Do I need to get a gun and handle this big boy style? Pennsylvania man threatened local representative. Cops say, what are you talking about? He's in big boy trouble. A Pennsylvania man had threatened his local state representative by asking him he should get a gun and handle an issue, big boy style, police said. First off, it never ends well when you threaten a local representative. Anthony Burnsworth, 47, is charged with felony terrorism, aggravated assault, and terroristic threats. Western Pennsylvania radio TV station WJPA reported police said Burnworth dialed state rep Pam Snyder's office on Thursday and asked about unemployment benefits. She doesn't know anything about what are you doing? You called the hotline. Nobody keeps the checks like yeah. These people always call these places thinking that the operator has the checkbook right there next to them. Like, no, the check is cut from a completely different place. They're just there to provide as much information as they possibly can to help you along the way. Like, yeah, when an employee tried to transfer him to someone who can actually help, Burnworth wasn't having do I need to get a gun and handle this big boy style? You don't even know where to go. Who are you going to take your anger out on, sir? You're going to go somewhere, you're going to get shot 85 times. You're still not going to get a check. Anthony Burnworth, 47, believes he's a big boy. Police. Why they keep saying that? Cops said the employee hung up, but Burnworth called back and he said he was, in fact, going to handle his big boy style. He doesn't even know what he means. Like, yeah, he gets somebody half drunk and they're mad about something else and they get a little tipsy and now they want to call and yeah, get the fuck out of here. At that point, employees at Snyder's office moved to a back room because they feared Burnworth would make good on his threat. The paper reported he didn't even, I don't even think he knew where to go. Burnworth was held in Greene County Prison about 35 miles south of Pittsburgh on a $50,000 bond, which I'm pretty sure those benefits you were trying to collect will not even cover a portion of that bail, sir. It's really frustrating when you're on the line with a lot of these people, but the majority of people that you call, like as far as like DMV, unemployment, anything dealing with social services, they're there in more of an information capacity. They're not there to like they don't actually have the power to release funds to you or yeah, or cut checks. So when you call them, you should be looking to just try to get as much information as you possibly can. It's frustrating. We've all been there before, but you should be looking to get as much information. Threatening them is not going to do anything. Fun show, fun show, fun show. Episode 200. That being said, I'm going to wrap this one up, but I'll be sure to talk to you guys very, very soon. Adios.